All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. As promised, complete spoilers for Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Revival of F, Fukkatsu no F. I got them. At last, they're here. If you don't want to be spoiled in the movie, turn this video off. These are decently sized spoilers. I'm not going to sit here and it's not like a word for word, scene by scene spoiler. So it's, the super detailed stuff's coming out next week. But this is the full film. This is it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, shut it off. And again, thank you for subscribing. Spread the word about the video. I do appreciate it. And check out Dragon Ball In Depth, which is on my channel. New series I'm working on, talking about some of the more in-depth stuff regarding Dragon Ball. So, without any further ado, let's talk about Dragon Ball Z Fukkatsu no F. Before I go any further, I just want to say one other thing. I do not believe this is an April Fool's joke. Alright, I just want to get that out of the way because this is dropping on April 1st. I don't think this is an April Fool's joke, folks. If it is, then I'm getting burned and you're getting burned, but I really don't think so. And I'm definitely not going to burn you. So here we go. So much like Toyotaro's manga, the film starts out down in hell. There we see a number of cute little angels and stuffed animals around and one tree, and inside the tree is Frieza inside of a cocoon. This is funny. I feel like I'm reading y'all a bedtime story here. Anyways, Sorbet, who's been the leader of Frieza's remaining forces, withdraws the forces from planet 448 as the inhabitants rebel back towards them. So he's trying to find new Namek, but the problem is that even though they have spy robots everywhere, they found nothing. So he tells Tagoma to accompany him to Earth because they're going to bring Frieza back to life. So they arrive on Earth and get to orbit, and they see that there's a woman that collects Dragon Balls, but the group's already got 6 of them. So they bring Pilaf on the ship, and they try to get the 7th ball at the bottom of the ocean. This is the scene where you see Tagoma holding the Dragon Ball in the trailer. So they find the last ball underneath the ocean. We then cut to Piccolo, who's babysitting Baby Pan in front of Mr. Satan, Hercule, for those of you who watch the English version, rocking her cradle with his foot. Videl and Gohan apologize for being late, and Piccolo's embarrassed. All of a sudden, they notice a weird key. So, out somewhere in the mountains, Sorbet orders Pilaf to summon Shenlong right now. So he summons the Eternal Dragon, and they order that Frieza be returned to life. Initially, the dragon resists on bringing him back because his body's all chopped up, but the minions say do it anyways. So Frieza's body lands in a pile of chunks in front of him. The dragon then asks for a second wish, so Shu wishes for 1,000,000 Zeni. The dragon takes his leave. Pilaf, Shu, and Maya are millionaires, and they collect Frieza's body parts. So they put Frieza inside of a healing chamber on Sorbet's ship. The healing chambers from the Namek saga have been enhanced technologically, so now I guess they can put you back together if you're all chopped up. I don't know. Just go with it, all right? Anyways, Frieza comes out in his first form again and starts looking around. Sorbet introduces himself, and then Tagoma and Sashimi, or Shisami, whatever, the big red horn guy, introduce himself to Frieza. Sorbet claims they're all equal to Zarbon the Doria. Sorbet says, let's revive King Cold, but Frieza refuses, saying that he has too much of an ego. So Frieza starts killing off a couple random minions, and then he's like, I'm a little weak. I will take some time before my revenge, is what Frieza says. Tagoma tries to reason with him, saying it would be better to just ignore the Saiyans. Frieza picks him up and throws him through the window, throws him into space. There's a big vacuum that sucks everybody out. Sorbet orders the shields to be raised, therefore it closes up the vacuum, and they're okay. Sorbet tries to explain to Frieza that Son Goku has become much, much stronger than before, way before. And Frieza says he's never trained before in his life, but he believes if he trains for a few months, he'll be able to surpass even Goku. And again, this is totally in the Toyotaro manga. But now we're going to get to some new stuff here. So elsewhere, there is an argument between a member of the Capsule Corp, a receptionist, and Jocko the Galactic Patrolman. So Jocko meets up with Dr. Briefs and Bulma. Jocko says that he heard that she was friends with the one who defeated Frieza, who has been revived and is on his way back to Earth with 1,000 soldiers. Bulma attempts to summon Whis through Strawberry Sundae, but when nothing happens, she's like, let me just go ahead and see what I can do about this. I do love that Bulma wants to find Whis as opposed to just, I like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'll give my thoughts later. So Krillin arrests 2 thugs. He is a new cop now. Hurries home, and then he puts on his gi, his gi that he got from Roshi to fight. Tells number 18 and his daughter to stay safe. Number 18 whispers, "So cool." So maybe that's why she likes him. We then go to Goku and Vegeta and Whis. And they're sparring. And they're not able to touch Whis at all. This is where the second chapter of the Toyotaro thing starts. Whis tells Vegeta that, he tells both of them that they need to relax and let their bodies take the initiative and act as opposed to think too much. He tells Vegeta that he's too tense and too slow to react, but Goku's too relaxed, and you got to find a balance. At this point, Beerus wakes up in his pajamas, can't get any sleep with all that racket going on. He sneezes, which sends an energy ball going through a planet and blows it up. Whis complains about the time he had to fix Beerus' destruction of several suns. Goku says, what? Like, can you create worlds? And Whis says, no, but I can rewind time and do things over again. And then Vegeta asks what he is, and Whis says, I'm a life form called Whis. One of my favorite lines. Back on Earth, Frieza's ship arrives and troops come out. Earth's fighters can feel Frieza's ki, and they all go in that direction. But before that, he blows up North City with one blast. Just blows it up, nukes it. So they all get together. Gohan purposely avoids telling Goten and Trunks about the fight because the two might do something rash. Frieza arrives, and he notices the ones he remembers from Namek. Especially the one he remembers killing from Namek, which is Krillin. A spaceship arrives. Frieza thinks it's Goku, but no, Bulma hops out. And then she starts to chew out Frieza. And Frieza doesn't care. He's like, where's Son Goku? So she provokes him again, and Krillin tells her, relax, he's gotten a lot stronger, like he's a different person. So she suddenly changes her tune, and then she tells Frieza, wait for Goku to arrive. Frieza gives him 10 seconds. So she unloads on him again. Then he unleashes his army, and then everybody starts to fight. Here's where the big rumble starts, and it's Roshi, Tenshin Han, it's Krillin, all these guys, Jocko, they're all in there. So Frieza notes that Earth's fighters are not killing their foes, which is surprising to him. So as the fight continues, Piccolo goes one-on-one with Shisami, and he's a little bit tougher. Gohan steps in, transforms into a Super Saiyan, I believe level 1, not level 2, and just takes him out with one shot. And Sorbet is shocked. He's like, whoa. And then Frieza says, you didn't know how truly fearsome a Super Saiyan was, which sounds like it's sarcasm, but at the same time it's true. So all of Earth's fighters take a Senzu to recover. Frieza says that his forces are pitiable and that, they're no good. They're pitiful. And one soldier apologizes for being no match for the Earthlings. Frieza says that lying around's an eyesore and just kills them all. He just wipes them all out. So no mercy. No mercy. So Frieza sees Gohan, knocks him down with one blast. And I think this is still first form Frieza. Krillin panics when Gohan has no pulse. And there's no way for him to eat a Senzu, which is weird because he broke his neck on Namek and still ate a Senzu, but whatever. Piccolo uses a ki blast to Gohan's chest to kind of resuscitate him, like a chest compression, and then Gohan's heart starts beating, and he eats the Senzu, so he's okay. Meanwhile, the Oracle Fish shows up and tells Whis there was a message for him earlier. Whis gets excited, and he finds out that it was Bulma yelling at him and that Frieza returned. Whis tells him that it would take 35 minutes, but Bulma interrupts to tell Goku just to teleport already. Goku tells Vegeta to hold his hand, and Vegeta blushes. Weird. Goku says if they don't hurry, Bulma might get killed. So Vegeta puts his hand on Goku's hand, and they both warp out of Beerus' planet to go fight Frieza. Why couldn't Vegeta just put his hand on his shoulder? Alright. So Goku and Vegeta teleport to Earth, and once they teleport, Vegeta quickly lets go of his hand. Frieza talks about how he suffered from hell, or suffered in hell for, years, but at last the day of revenge has arrived. He can't bear the thought of Goku alive, to the point where he trained for the first time in his life. Goku says, "Oh, you have gotten stronger." And Frieza says, "You know what? No matter what, this time I'll start fighting in my final form." I don't know if the outline does not say if he transforms right into it or if he goes through all transformations, but he jumps to his final form somehow. I don't have the details on that here. Julian didn't put that. Goku's impressed, and he says that if Frieza wasn't such a bad guy, he'd be a good rival, which annoys Frieza. And then Frieza goes, "I'm confused. Why are you not transformed into a Super Saiyan?" Goku says he doesn't need to. Very cocky. They keep fighting, but it becomes clear that Frieza has not landed a single hit on Goku. So he starts being more ferocious. Vegeta starts getting annoyed at this. So he eventually flies up and starts yelling at Goku, saying he wants a turn against Frieza. Frieza assumes that Vegeta still has loyalty to him, and he tells him to stand back so that he can have his vengeance. So Vegeta actually does stand back. Goku and Frieza stop fighting. Frieza says that Goku has improved. Goku says that Frieza's hiding something, and Frieza expects the same. They agree to not hold back any longer. Goku goes first, warning Frieza that he won't want to fight anymore once he sees it. So this is when he transforms with a blue aura, and we see the blue Super Saiyan. Goku says it's hard to explain, but this is basically Super Saiyan with the power of Super Saiyan God. Frieza says he's glad, and that he decided to attempt a further transformation. So Frieza concentrates, and then becomes Golden Frieza. And he says it's a cheap name, but that's the name for it, which is a pretty cool line. Goku's impressed, and then he offers to let Vegeta fight now, but Vegeta declines and says no, Frieza's opponent is Kakarot, or Kakaroto. This is the right way to say it. So then they start fighting again, much more evenly matched. Beerus is there, and he notes that Vegeta isn't fighting with Goku, and that the two of them are just too proud, just like in the Buu saga. Beerus calls them both fools, and Whis says, just like you, just like the god himself. So Goku starts to lose the battle, complimenting on how amazing Frieza is. Frieza's tickled by this, but says it won't do him any good. He notices the presence of Beerus, and Beerus complains to Frieza that Frieza's going to get dust all over the food if he doesn't fight somewhere else. Goku thinks Frieza should just quit right now and just go home, since they've spotted his weak point, which Frieza denies. And Vegeta explains that he's consumed with the idea of revenge, came to Earth as soon as he achieved the Golden Frieza form, but never had time to get used to the Golden Frieza form. Therefore, it is rapidly consuming his strength. He's maxed out. He's not used to it. He's losing energy. So Frieza starts shooting energy blasts at Goku. Goku deflects all of them. Then he lands a solid punch right to Goku's face. Goku is unfazed. Goku launches a huge Kamehameha. Frieza tries to blast it its own, but Frieza loses. He is defeated. Frieza has been defeated. Goku stands above him. Frieza picks himself up on the water edge, erupting in rage, and then he smiles. Suddenly, a bolt of energy comes from behind Frieza and shoots Goku right through the heart. It's Sorbet and his ring. What kind of powers does that ring have, huh? Frieza then takes out all his pent-up rage on Goku, stomping and kicking on his chest, just beating on him, because Frieza lost, and he's mad. So Frieza gloats over Goku's softness, talking about how he has a bad habit of letting his guard down, and that it left him vulnerable to a very weak beam attack from Sorbet. So Frieza actually offers to let Vegeta have the final blow against Goku, the guy who he hates. Vegeta flies over and calls Goku an idiot for not listening to Whis, but he does refuse to kill him, saying that even though Goku has pissed him off throughout the years, he needs him around for his own purposes. So Frieza attempts to sweeten the deal by offering to make Vegeta the supreme commander of his forces. Vegeta chooses instead to obliterate Frieza. There's no way he'd have any loyalty to the one who destroyed planet Vegeta. That's awesome. Vegeta tells Krillin to give Kakarot the last Senzu, or he'll die. Krillin does so, but Frieza tries to interfere, sending energy blasts towards them. But Vegeta deflects one, and that ends up killing Sorbet. Goku thanks Vegeta for saving him. Vegeta scoffs and says that in exchange, he'll take the best part of the fight. Vegeta then powers up and reveals that yes, he can also use the form that Goku demonstrated earlier. So you Vegeta fans are going to get your moment right here. Blue, full power god, Super Saiyan. Frieza freaks out, fires a bunch of blasts at Vegeta to no avail. So then we see a one-sided beating in which Frieza is humiliated so badly that he loses his golden form. He shoots back into his fourth form. Vegeta has obliterated Frieza. Vegeta is about to deliver the final blow. Suddenly, Frieza gets out of the way, shoots a giant ball of energy into the ground. The earth cracks. The magma rushes to the surface and explodes. So the only ones that survive are Beerus, Whis, and those near them actually do survive because Whis creates a barrier. And Goku is upset because he couldn't finish Frieza when he had the chance. So Whis goes, "Why don't you?" And Beerus tells Goku it was your softness that allowed Frieza to win. Goku asks, "What do you mean?" And Whis goes, "Well, I'll turn back time." But Goku had better hurry. He only goes back 3 minutes. So Whis taps his staff twice on the ground, and all the events are undone. We go back in time to Frieza being on his hands and knees with Vegeta getting ready to finish him off. Frieza shouts his retort. Goku screams, "Frieza!" like in the trailer, hits him with a full force Kamehameha. Frieza's body rips into pieces, and he's dead. So Vegeta again yells at Kakarot for stealing the win from out from under him, just like he did in the 2008 Super Jump Anime Tour, or Jump Super Anime Tour. Goku apologizes to Vegeta, and Bulma tells him it's okay and that Sun Kun actually saved him. Beerus says that it's unbecoming for a god of destruction to restore a planet, but Bulma says as a thanks, she'll prepare them a feast. So as soon as they restored North City with the Dragon Balls, that is, Whis is pleased. Bulma asks Jocko if it's really alright for him not to be arresting Whis, since control over time is a serious offense, which is a joke from Jocko the Galactic Patrolman. Folks, you gotta read that to get that joke. So everybody explains to Vegeta, and Vegeta, the whole time travel thing, and he's not happy. Goku tries to add that if they'd fought together from the beginning, none of that would have happened in the first place. But Vegeta says he'll never do that. Goku laughs and feels the same way. Vegeta says it's the first time they've ever shared the same opinion on something, which is bullshit because they did it during the Buu Saga. Come on. So then the credits roll. After the credits, we see Frieza back in hell, and the angels yell, "Welcome back," and he's once again back in his pod. And that's the movie. I will be dropping my thoughts either later tonight or tomorrow on this, but that is the movie. That is what we got. As promised, here it is. 100% legitimate. No April Fools. Thank you for subscribing. Spread the word, and I'll see you soon.